What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Weekly Wrench. Not gonna take a lot of your time. I'm just gonna show you something that I ran into during the week. So, VT1100 C3, very nicely done, custom paint, all kinds of cool stuff going on. So, customer's complaint. While he was riding down the road, Interstate 64, 60, 70 mile an hour, the bike just completely lost power, shut down, lights stayed on, kinda. He couldn't really remember if the headlight was on solid or what the case may have been, but lost power, pulled off the side of the road, blah 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 blah. So far and so forth, his bike was ruined. So he waits a couple months to bring it in, brings it in, says bike died on me during a ride, figure out what's going on, let me know. So when I pull the cover off, first thing I want to do is obviously turn the key on, see if it has any battery power at all, and it did not. Okay, so the battery was just hammered dead. Let it charge for a day or two, and I figured I'd get back to it once the battery's all nice and charged. So I charged the battery up, go outside, get some starter fluid, take the seat off. So we want to make sure that the carbs are good, make sure that it does start up, make sure there's not an ignition system problem. Easiest way to do that, hit the air box right there with some starter fluid. Turned the bike on. Eventually it kicked on. Battery sounded like it was dragging, so I jumped it again within their battery and it started up, started running. Idling, no problem at all. Idle was a little low. I adjusted it, but it ran and ran and ran and ran and ran. I sat with it the whole time to see if the fan would come on or anything was funky that was going on. Suddenly, I saw some smoke coming out of this general area, okay? So, immediately what pops into my head is the most common problem that you find on the VT1100s. I don't care which one it is, mainly the newer ones. But what happens is, there's a connector. I'm sure some of you guys know this if you do own the bike. If you don't, well, you're welcome. There is a connector that services the stator windings, go to the regulator rectifier. In between there is a connector. That connector probably should not look like this and be completely crusty and worthless. This is what was catching on fire. This connection here melts. There's a loose connection in this, and this is tucked beside the battery box. You gotta pull the battery box out, and this one was actually sitting like kind of right to the side. Sometimes they sit behind them. It all depends on who's been in there and who shouldn't have been in there. Okay, so that connector burns up and melts. So what happened, he was riding right along, no issues whatsoever. All of a sudden, that connector melts, loses connection from the stator to the regulator rectifier. The rectifier can no longer transfer that AC voltage to the battery to charge it up, change it into DC. Regulator doesn't even give a crap. It's not even gonna say, yeah, it's overcharging. It doesn't care, because it's no longer working. So, once that connector goes bad and it melts, like it will do, battery stops charging. He is now running solely off of battery power until it goes completely dead, shuts the motor down because it doesn't know what to do, and because of the headlight running, the running lights, he's got external accessory lights going on, he's got all kinds of stuff going on, right? So once that's not charging, battery dies, and there you go. There's the symptom, the problem, and the solution is to replace the connector. Now you could do this in a number of different ways. You can solder the connection straight up, don't recommend it. You can put bullet connectors in there, nice quality bullet connectors. You can do whatever you want. The easiest thing to do is to cut back as far as you want to on this winding. So I'm gonna try to get rid of all this light. Wow, wow, wow. So much light. Okay, so you can cut back on this winding here. I'm sorry guys, this lighting is gonna kill me. Here, and then back here, okay? So this side goes to the stator down in here. This side's gonna go to the regular rectifier. All that stuff is fine. It's just this connector that you need to replace. Now, Honda sold sold a kit for the GL1200 because the GL1200 charging system is garbage, and the same thing would happen for this, except you got to pull the motor out to replace that stator. But this one, they sold a kit, and it wasn't a recall or anything like that. It was just simply a product update. So you can put this in line, same kind of connector, same size of wire, and it fixes the problem. All right, it was just a bad connection. When you have a bad connection with two metal parts and there's electricity going through it, it creates heat, which creates resistance. Actually, it creates resistance, which creates heat, which then melts the connector. So you cut this back. There's actually some instructions in here, which is kind of nice. Look at that. It's like the holy grail of paper. It's shining so bright. Sorry, guys. We got new lighting, and it's like outrageously bright. It helps me during the week, but not for videos. So this gives me some instruction, and it actually says, you know, because what they want you to do is have the ability to bend the wire. So obviously you don't want to cut all the wires at the same length. They want one set back and there's no connections that are touching. If you wanted to do a bullet connector, they want it in a certain way, and the instructions are actually super helpful. The part number for it, you might be able to order it from your local Honda shop if you own an 1100. 31105 ML8 305, and you should be able to still get that. And that's what I'm going to do here. Just replace this connector, cut back until I don't see any more black wire, which might be pretty far back, but we'll see how far it goes. And then button this all back up. Problem should be solved. His battery's probably junk because it sat dead for so long. And once batteries sit dead, they eat themselves. It's like when you try to recharge them, it kind of hits like a glass or a ceiling where it can't recharge really past where it should be. So we'll see. I have it on the charger now, but just want to show you guys that. It's a very, like I said, a very common thing on the 1100s, and it's not like the world's over. It's just you need to replace this connector that gets. I won't even be able to pull this connector apart because it's so melted together. But that's never good, guys. That's never good. So, like I said, you can solder them straight in if you don't want to buy the kit and be cheap. Whatever you want to do, this can create a fire, so be smart about it, and just try to do it the right way. This is the easiest way that we have found doing it, and we've never had a comeback, never had a problem where it happens again, and it works great. It's really, really nice system. But other than that, the 1100s are pretty much bulletproof motors. So yeah, that's it, guys. Weekly wrench. Wanted to show you guys that. Hope you guys are having a great week. Yeah. For some reason, I've been dealing with charging systems like crazy. Oh, speak of the devil. The devil. 450. What we ended up doing is I swapped. We already know that the rotor was bad. I put a brand new harness in it because I had one ready to do, and ready to install. Sorry, not ready to do. What we did was I matched the AC output readings from the stator to a known good bike. Tested it on that same black bomber that I took the rotor from, if you guys might remember watching that video. But $6 grand, held it wide open and checked the AC output of the bomber, which is charging and is not ruining the battery with the headlight on. Key figure. It was at around like 85 AC volts out, and I haven't been able to test that with another bike. With this one at $6 grand, it's putting out around 60. So what I did do was I did do the infamous drag that one coil wire into the mix and make it so it's three-phase full wave all the time, which is great, except for when I put my headlight on, because there's just not enough there for when a headlight comes on. But what I did do is, in the time being, I sent my stator off to Rick's Electronics, and they're gonna rewind it for me, so I can put it back in, have a brand new stator, pretty much. Hopefully they'll put some more windings than original. And I put, for the time being, I put a LED light bulb, so that's off, on, high beam. And this does not kill the battery nearly as much. And it's pretty bright, man. I haven't taken it out at night, but I mean, it's at 25 24 watts compared to the original 35 watt. And I know you guys are saying, well, how did you do that? Because the original bulb is a fixed lens. I have a VT1100, like the 80s model, VT1100 headlight, which matches the bucket perfectly. I can use an H4 bulb, put an H4 LED light bulb kit in there. If you guys want the link, I'll put it in the description below after I'm done editing this. Actually, this is not going to get edited, let's be real. But that's it. That's enough for you guys' time. I had to shoot a video for the members about a CB650 charging system. But I hope you guys are having a great week. I'll come out with a video for you guys very, very soon for the YouTube channel. And yeah, if you guys are fresh, new to watching the Motorcycle MD, go ahead and join the mailing list. I have a free gift for you just for joining the mailing list. It's a troubleshooting cheat sheet that I put together, PDF file. I put some cool drawings on it so you can download it and troubleshoot your bike on certain scenarios. If you have any questions, try to email me. Also be aware that I have the Motorcycle MD Inner Circle, which is not hair in my mouth, but private Facebook group. I have tons of carb videos. I know some of you guys are having trouble buying the carburetor videos that I have, like the VT750 twin, single, inline 4 CBs. I have tons of carburetor videos that I've taken the time and broke them down step by step by step so you guys could use it and fix your carburetor without spending the gobs of money at a shop, you know, and actually learn something and wrench on your own bike. I have those videos for you guys. They're on the motorcyclemd.com website, okay? If you go there, scroll down, there's a thing that says professional carb cleaner or something like that. Click that. That's where you can grab those videos if you need them, all right? And FYI, for you guys who are like, oh, well, he didn't have my bike up there. The tricks that I show you in those videos, you can clean any carb with, man. I can't portray that in words well enough to say that the tips and the pro tricks that I show you guys in those, it's as if you're watching like a carb clean 101. Everything you need to know about cleaning the carb is in those videos. I don't care if you choose a single, twin, or inline 4. I've had many, many positive feedback from people who are cleaning their Yamahas, their Kawasaki's, any bike that they own, they're using those videos and it's working. So check it out. Check out the Inner Circle. I'd love to have you guys. I know we as a community would love to have you there as well. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Cody from Motorcycle MD, giving you guys quality tips and tricks for your next build, possibly your daily rider that will not let you down, because it's a Honda, of course. See you guys later. Peace.